He is Daniacs, and we are back here with Chael Sonnen talking about the Connor McCocker situation we got going on, Chael. Let's roll with it, Chael.
What's the return policy on a weight for your Donaker? How do you return that? The device, the with the hook and the chain and the weight on it. Connor's device, like what? How do you get one? Now, in Oregon, you would likely get it as a gag gift. People think that's funny for certain events. Bachelor party would be a fine example. You could come across a weight that hooks on said Donaker, and they would assume that you're like going to re-gift it or wrap it up or get it to somebody else. When you keep it at your house, where do you keep it? And
These are the most important questions in life, y'all. These right here. Listen up. Listen hard. Chael Sonnen saved the world once, and he's going to be called on to save the world one more time, at least in his lifetime. 2036, Chael for president is all I'm saying. You heard it here first. Dark Light Delirium.
I'm not certain that it would come as a gag gift. I'm sure, like, there's another way. I looked it up.
I think there's a pun in there. A gag gift. Gag on it, motherfucker.
Amazon will deliver it to you. And if you're a Prime member, you have 30 days. You could return it. But the problem is when you get one, even if you don't return it, how do you know that that's not a returned item from somebody else? And it's also been on their Donaker.
You don't know, Chael. You just gotta trust the system, buddy. That's a lot of trust, ain't it? Apologies for the technical difficulties. That's just shit I gotta deal with, y'all. I can't fucking edit. Every time I've tried, it's fucked my shit all up. And then I spend hours trying to edit, and then I can't even erase it. It's some fuck ass bullshit. I'm gonna be getting some better equipment here soon. But for right now, I just gotta fucking deal with it.
How would you get one? And don't forget, see, it's not like Connor's house is not like your house, where you walk up the street and get the mail. It's not like that. He's got a house manager or a butler, depending on what the title is. But so they would receive the package. If you order the package, they would receive the package. So then, do you tip them off? Do you form a relationship over there? Hey, when you get that, set it aside. And how does that work? There, of course, is other ways. You could walk right into the store. But if you do go into the store, do you try it on? How do you know if you're going to have?
You can tell this whole situation has been living in Chael's head. Chael wants one. Chael's like, where do I get one? But then he started going down that rabbit hole. He's like, well, what is the return policy anyway if I do get one? Like, am I getting secondhand a dick dragger or what? It's a dick dragger, y'all. Because it's supposed to drag that dick on down, ain't it now?
The right size. How do you know when you put that initial weight on there that it's not just...
Chael, sometimes the only way to know is to put it in your mouth. So sometimes that's the only way to know. That's what Father Ramirez used to tell me anyway.
It's going to rip your Donaker off, just for example. And that's one I really don't think you guys have thought about. When you put that weight on there and you let go, this is how people drown. On purpose. They will throw a weight and then you can't come back. My thought is you start on the ground, okay? I think you start on the ground. The weight's now on the ground. You then slowly gain elevation and see what you can handle, and if you make it all the way up...
Yes, Chael, it's called the cock squat, okay? And there's full workouts for it and everything. How do you know this, Dane? I don't know. I just pulled that out of my ass. I just made that up. But it sounds logical enough, right? Fuck it. Cock squats, nigga.
You pop in the closet and you send it to a 4 on Twitter. I guess. And then what happens when the rest of the house finds...
You can tell, like, Chael is not faking putting all this thought into this situation here. And anyway, yeah, let's just kind of, let me see if I can, I don't know, probably fuck some shit up trying. God damn it. Here we go. Let me just bounce around to this last video he posted about it, because that one is just, he really has some classic lines in that one you just really got to hear. I know y'all, sorry I got to drag you through like this, you know, but this is just how shit's got to be done till I can get some better technology shit rolling. Here we go. There's really some good fucking lines up in this one right here, y'all.
America's leading expert warns of new way to keep memories after 60.
This new elephant trick is something simple and
Fight fans, UFC 318.
Chael's confused. It's called By Curiosity, Chael, okay? It's cool. I'm from Florida, you know, and it's called By Curiosity, Chael, and it's cool, bro.
Not by choice. You can't quite tell what's going on there, so then you zoom in.
Shows your
Whoa!
intelligence, Chael.
Right, you got Mr. Winky looking at you, and then you zoom. There's something, so you zoom back and you realize he's got like a BDSM strap around, and then there's a weight clinging to it. And by the way, from an artistic standpoint,
Here we go.
I don't know. I don't know if that was in a movie. I don't know if this is a generational thing. I don't know if I'm aging myself.
All right, sorry. I guess I should have started off with this, but yeah, he really gets into it on this one, right? Yeah.
Like, I don't know what that means to be able to show that your penis can hold a weight. I don't know what that signifies. So, but I did think about it.
You're doing cock-ups, Chael, okay? Kind of like a push-up. Okay? Don't ask me how I know. I don't know. I'm just guessing, Chael.
I did think about it. Because...
See, I don't need none of that. I don't need none of that. I got that high-quality average cock. I ain't even worried about trying to make it. What the fuck do I need to make it bigger for? The quality on this motherfucker is out of this goddamn world. Okay, and there's multiple different quantifications for cockery. Okay, size is just one of them. Okay, you got quality, and y'all can fill in the blanks with whichever other quantifications you want. So I got high quality average cock. So, and I've been asked, how does one gauge the quality of a cock? And the only way to know is to put it in your mouth. That's the only way to know.
It was impossible to not send this to certain people that are asking me for it. It was impossible. I just made a video and said that I had it. And by the way, I'm not convinced it's porn of any fact.
You guys, this is probably the only better video than this one right here is the hour-long extravaganza Chael put on when Gilbert Burns leaked out his personal number. And he was taking calls of people, blowing his phone up and shit, live on air. It was fucking awesome, dude.
I'm not. We have an artist. It's a martial artist. But we have an artist and a performer that's doing something. And I genuinely am curious as to what...
We have an artist. He's doing the dick ups. He's doing interpretive dance out of dick ups, Chael, okay?
That is. Now,
Dale, hang on. Apparently people are using these weights to make them...
Also known, that is a form of divining rod, Chael. Did you know that? You can use dick ups as a divining rod. Don't ask me how I know. I just made that up. Like I do. That's the great thing about, you know, being honest about your theism, is you can just be honest with yourself and say, whatever mental gymnastics I need to fudge it over to make it work, I can just pull out of my ass at any moment. I love that. Why would you not want to have that as a superpower in your back pocket? Not to be abused, but, I mean, there for use if needed, right?
themselves larger.
As though you do an exercise with the weights?
9 hours a day for several months, so you may get an extra ½ inch to an inch.
Okay, now hold on. When I was growing up, I had my own fantasy that if I did something along that
With both hands, Chael, or what?
you could I mean, I was like 7 and 8 years old, but I do remember thinking if you pulled on it each day that it would get longer. Are we talking about to get it longer or to get...
Well, that's also referred to as jelking, which is an actual practice, I think, in India or something. And from what I hear,
it stronger? Like, do you hook the weight and then do one of these numbers?
We gotta be done.
Okay.
This is too much.
So,
No, Ryan, you're a fucking asshole, sir. We do not got to be done. And that was, it's never too much, because it's never enough, right? How can it ever be too much if it's never enough, motherfucker? You didn't think that one through, did you?
we have an artist that is performing something. I get asked to do on something called Cameo. And on Cameo, there will be an occasion, and a big one for me is when Father's Day rolls around, when Christmas rolls around. But I'll get asked to do a lot of bachelor party stuff. Hey, can you say something? Can you guess? It's got to be my groomsman. Hey, my buddy's getting married. Can you wish him well? And I will always let the dude know, hey, by the way, this girl doesn't...
Fuck.
Same old phone? Nah. It's me in 3 time zones. One eye on an edit,
Sorry
one
for
foot on a
secondhand
trip,
commercials,
and
y'all.
one on this guy. Why sell?
Apologize for that, y'all.
Well, and I will always let the dude know, hey, by the way, this girl doesn't love you, at least not the way that you think. You know, I just got one. I just got one the other day. We're going to Puerto Vallarta for this destination wedding. Can you make one for my buddy? It's like, okay, dude, just so you understand.
Fucking not. Could you not?
If you want to find out how much this girl doesn't love you, call her and tell her you're marrying her, but there's no wedding. The Puerto Vallarta is off. Like, if you ever find yourself having to bribe a girl by taking her and her family on a vacation, I'm only sharing for you. Your marriage might work out. You might have a bunch of kids and grandkids and the whole bit. She doesn't love you. Now,